Evening all. Can you hear and see me? I can see it all working, and I know that I'm getting 22 meg upload speed right now and about 50 download. Somewhere between 50 and 100 I get up here now because everyone can hear me and see me. Lovely. Let's pretend last week never happened. Basically, it's either something to do with Virgin and or the other thing I've got going on is I don't think the internal Wi-Fi in my house, the Wi-Fi in my house, as opposed to the external Wi-Fi that I have, that everyone has, of course, for their gardens, isn't particularly good, and it sometimes kind of goes up and down and people go on and offline and stuff. So I purchased a TP Deco mesh network thing. So now there's one of those little things in this room that kind of repeats the signal from downstairs, and it's now a lot better, and it gives you a little app as well. So if anything goes pear-shaped, I can click a button that gives this computer priority over anything else in the house. So if all of a sudden my iPhone decides I'm going to restart and start updating, or some other random laptop that I've got in a bag somewhere that's on standby thinks it's going to start doing stuff, bosh, press that, everything comes up here. Press the button. So everyone can hear and see me. Hello, John. Hello, Simon. Crafty. The Doors, 2003. Jez Shed. All the big players are here tonight. Did I say Dean already? I can see Dean at the top and the bottom of that list. Dion. Hello, Dion. Why are you calling yourself The Doors, Dion? Dion, if you've not already met him, assuming some of you may have met him, because he occasionally comes up, pretty much 9 out of 10 times that I do the retro nights locally, Dion comes up and very kindly helps me set up and helps me load the stuff into the room, and we hang out and we drink beer and we play computer games. This evening's beer is more or less Evil Pale Ale. Just decant that into a glass. Oops. There we go. That's the sound of Friday starting. What's everyone else drinking? That's to celebrate the fact that my Wi-Fi's working. Here's to you, TP Deco. Nice looking can, thank you. Here we go. It's Friday night, it's 8 p.m. Staring down the barrel of another long weekend. Heading to the Twitch bar tonight. Some semicolons and a beer will put me right. Electron Greg is here again with an animation that tells you where and when. 100 messages go by. Congratulations on the words that you just typed. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody knows your username. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody's so glad that you came. Who's behind that wonky door? Is it MJ? Is it Rishi? Make the call. And I think it's about that time. God's from Porch is on the line. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody knows your username. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody's so glad that you came. And I won't drink across the street. There's people in the YouTube bar I never want to meet. I think I'm happiest right here. I make songs and I think I'll have another beer. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody knows your username. It's Friday night at the Twitch bar and everybody's so glad that you came. Friday night at the Twitch bar. Rochester ginger, eh? What a drink. I've still never tried Rochester ginger. Rochester ginger. Bit of a twister. It's Mike. So as a result of pretending that last week never happened, we're continuing where we left off. I've got all your requests from the previous week scribbled down from that set list that we should have done, and I've also got UK Mike's song entitled Smoke and Mirrors, which we wanted last time but we couldn't hear because it just kept juddering and going. Thank you, Electron Greg, for the semicolons there. Desperado for Michael there. Green tea for John Vill. I thought I'd do another cover. So bear with me because it's the first time I've ever played this one live. It's a song that I used to like. I still like it. I used to listen to when the Eels released their album Blinking Lights and Other Revelations. There was a song on it that I really liked. I used to listen to that album loads. And I was kind of thinking about that song the other day. I thought I'd learn it for this. Let's see how this goes. Not Tubular Bells. Capo's on the wrong. Let me put that back where it should be. Feel like an old railroad man riding out on the Bluemont line, humming along the old Dominion blues. Not much to see and not much left to lose, and I know I can walk along the tracks. It may take a little longer, but I'll know how to find my way back. Feel like an old railroad man who's really tried the best that he can to make his life add up to something good. But this old engine no longer runs on wood, and I know I must never understand that the times that we live in are not made for a railroad man. Feel like an old railroad man getting on board at the end of an age. Station's empty now, the whistle blows. Things are faster now, and this train is just too slow. And I know I can walk along the tracks. It may take a little longer, but I'll know how to find my way back. Hello, Pieter. Oh no, it's Pedro. I get confused between Pedro and Pieter. Right. And now we're back to the requests. This was a request from Greg. He wanted What More Can I Say? Oh, you've been drinking again, and you decided that it's not your only friend, so you made yourself a list, and you write it every day. Oh, you got yourself a program. Well, what more can I say? Oh, life wasn't meant to be like this. Your hopes and dreams are shattered. In the end, it doesn't matter. 'Cause what more can I say? You're at the end of a long day. Yo, what more can I say? If you say that you're okay. Oh, life wasn't meant to be like this. You followed all your dreams and all those adolescent schemes. But what more can I say? If you say that you're okay. I'll wait in reception for the man that I once knew then. It was originally by the Eels, did it, and it was about the time that they did the album. They did a tour called Eels Live with Strings. It was very good. They're a bit Dylan-esque in the way that they kind of play. Every time they play live, it's slightly different. I've seen him play 3 or 4 times now, but every time they play, the first time it was just like full-on indie band, just electric guitar, bass, drums, and all the rest of it. Second time I saw them, around the time the album was Eels Live with Strings, and it was just more of an orchestral thing, so it was like acoustic, lots of cellos and violins. And then the last time I saw him, it was just him and a drummer and a piano, and that was also very good. Thank you for that, John Greg. But yeah, Railroad Man by the Eels, that was. And if you'd like to check out the album, it was on Blinking Lights and Other Revelations. I'd highly recommend it. This next song is for Jez Shed. Let me just do... What's this on for? Right. Can see you now. Right. This is an old one. I think I mentioned this last time. It got requested. It's pretty much one chord for the bulk of it. And it's called Good Afternoon. It's from the debut album. The debut album. Good afternoon, sir. What do you want from me today? You want the same thing that everybody's had today. Why don't you take a seat and look ahead? I'll look at you and you'll wait. Why don't you take a seat and look ahead? And you can have your say. Good afternoon, sir. What do you want from me today? Take a seat and look ahead. That everybody has to wait. Why don't you take a seat and look ahead? And I'll wait. Why don't you take a seat and look ahead? I'll look at you and you can have your say. Quick update, Duncan Corpse is drinking across the road in the YouTube bar with David Watts. Hey there, sweet cheeks, says David Watts. And Duncan Corpse says, hello from the YouTube bar. Can you hear me from over here? I'm assuming they can. I wish I could be like David Watts. Because then I could fix my broken consoles. Who else wishes they could be like David Watts? Hello, Singing Science, aka Rishi there. Straight into the VIP area. Get yourself sat down behind the rope. Along with author Michael. California. This is for Mike. You want a California? Drinks like a sailor, smokes 2 packs a day. Never seems to care what anyone else has to say. And the weather brings me down. And the darkness brings me down. I wanna live in California, where the curbside smoking makes it easier to breathe. I wanna live in California, but I'm still hanging around in the same old town. Well, I'm still hanging out with the same old crowd. You get the feeling it's gonna be that kind of day, the kind where nothing ever seems to really go your way. And the weather brings me down. And the darkness brings me down. I wanna live in California, and the curbside smoking makes it easier to breathe. I wanna live in California, but I'm still hanging around in the same old town. Well, I'm still hanging around in the same old crowd. I wanna live in California, where the curbside smoking makes it easier to breathe. I wanna live in California, but I'm still hanging around in the same old town. Well, I'm still hanging around in the same old crowd. That was California. Wasn't Rishi good last week? It was quite lucky, really, that happened, wasn't it, on that day? It's almost as if Rishi knew what was going to happen and decided to play that particular gig. Like he was outside with one of those little guns that interferes with your Wi-Fi connections. He's a sneaky one, that Rishi. Thank you for the semicolons there. Thank you, Dion. Nice one, son. No one's holding my... I don't know why Duncan said that unless I've missed something. He said no one's holding his hand. Right. Tread carefully for Dean. If you don't know who you're talking to, then my advice to you would be a little more than you bargained for, if that's the way you're gonna be. Tread carefully, because my life to me is worth less than yours to you. Tread carefully, because I'm capable. Oh, I'm more capable than you. Little love goes a long, long way. Are those the words you wanna hear? 'Cause words like that won't get you very far. Is that the way you're gonna be? Tread carefully, because my life to me is worth less than yours to you. Tread carefully, because I'm capable. Oh, I'm more capable than you. Tread carefully, because my life to me is worth less than yours to you. Tread carefully, because I'm capable. Oh, I'm more capable than you. It's fine. My annoyance at Twitch's inability to explain why chat keeps breaking down for me, that they always suggest it's a ban by the channel owner, is distracting me from saying Rishi with his Wi-Fi plucking armadillo. It fits mine well enough. I don't know what happened at the beginning of there. How much I'm enjoying 80s music. Awesome performance yet again, thank you. The Hibbit guy needs to be watched closely. He certainly does. Hibbit and Rishi and the mischief they get up to. If Channel 4 commissioned some sort of sitcom featuring Rishi and MJ Hibbit living behind this door, I'd watch that. You're welcome, Dean. I'd like to see Rishi and do an 80 cover and vice versa. You never know. Although Rishi's songs are quite long and complicated and use an instrument that I can't play, so I'd probably have to do a little bit of a bit like I did to MJ Hibbitt's song. Alter it for my abilities. So the next song is called, so this was a request for John, and he asked for a song called Smoke and Mirrors by UK Mike. So I've got it now, queued up, ready to go. The internet connection there. Oh, blimey. Whoever just said that was RGR there, Kazoo, question mark, was the 100th message this evening. Congratulations, you've received 100 messages today with Restream Chat. What a day, and it's not even 8:30 yet. smashing it 24/7. The internet connect's working. Restream chats reached 100 messages. All we need now is a little bit of UK Mike, aka Mike James, singing his Smoke and Mirror song. If I can just get enough semicolons in the build up, a little bit of excitement for it before I flip over to it. Once I see some semicolons, there we go, UK Simon. Here it is, everyone.
I can't call anymore. When I do, they just close the door. Nobody answers their phone, leaving me here all alone. I just wanna talk to someone, but any chance of that is long gone. They all used to be my friend. Will this loneliness ever end? What did I do that was so wrong? Sitting here singing my lonely song. Every time I raise my head, fills me with fear and dread. Sitting in my motel room, humming this lonely tune, just playing on Earthworm Jim, until I can't show my face again. I tried to make things right, in my own way, try as I might. I tried to save the industry, but they all just laughed at me, saying that I'd lost my mind, writing things that were so unkind. Now that the money's all gone, I just have to get my game on. What did I do that was so wrong? Sitting here singing my lonely song. Every time I raise my head, fills me with fear and dread. Sitting in my motel room, humming this lonely tune, just playing on Earthworm Jim, until I can't show my face again. Now when the telephone rings, it's strangers trying to sell me a thing, playing my games from Maine, with no one to talk to, it's not the same. I just gotta serve my time, the punishment doesn't fit the crime. Sometime it will be alright, a new day out of this dark night. What did I do that was so wrong? Sitting here singing my lonely song. Every time I raise my head, fills me with fear and dread. Sitting in my motel room, humming this lonely tune, just playing on Earthworm Jim, until I can't show my face again.
And that was it. That was Michael's. He wrote that using his brain and a Nintendo DS, using the guitar application, his little stylus. I think you'll all agree that we can add that to the end of the choices that we have at the end of each Friday. You've now got the choice of MJ Hibbett, two MJ Hibbets, two Wishy songs, or Michael's Smoke and Mirror songs at the end of each evening. Let's have a round of semicolons for that, shall we? Even I'll pop a couple in the chat. Well done, Michael. This next song is for Greg, and he wanted Kit. Waiting for Kit, which is a song I wrote about his dog for him as part of the Patreon. He now has Kit. case you already don't know. He was waiting to adopt Kit. He now has Kit. We're all waiting here for you. Move the consoles and computers out of view. This world must be so strange to you. Yet I know that we will do our best by you. Hey kid, I hope you'll call this home. Hey kid, I hope you won't be alone. We've been waiting here for days. 4 years old and blind and still so very brave. Bumping into everything. And so excited about everything you've been. Hey kid, I hope you'll call this home. Hey kid, I hope you won't be alone. Hey kid, I hope you'll call this home. Hey kid, I hope you won't be alone. Hey kid, I hope you like this song that I wrote for you. I can't remember if I put that at the end of the version that I gave you. I had 2 versions of it. I can't remember if the having a lyric at the end was said, I hope you like the song I wrote for you, Kit. That it would be it would just push the cheeseometer just too far over the edge. I think it ended on if I get a cover, you'll call this home. Or it ended on hope you like this song that I wrote for you, for you. I'm not sure which version I gave you. Anyway, love version 1.01. So I'm assuming that was 1.01. The next track, I forgot to set this there. I don't know why I've done that. Put it there. It belongs on the floor. All set lists should go on the floor next to the microphone stand. I don't know why I put it on the table. Stars for Duncan. Ones and zeros lost completely on a telephone wire. It's lost don't mean it now. So tell the brain child I'm still breathing on a life support machine that's breaking down. 'Cause we were the stars for them, then you were gone. So where did you go? Well, I guess nobody knows. Well, I've got you and you've got me, but in the final hour we all walk out alone. So take me through my final year in a flash of light that only brings me down. So we were the stars, but then you were gone. So where did you go? Well, I guess nobody knows. got me thinking it's okay, but it's not. You got me thinking that it's over and done, but it's not. But then you were gone. So where did you go? Well, I guess nobody knows. That was We Were the Stars, taken from Psychopath Stream in Black and White. That was for Duncan, who's drinking in the YouTube bar, along with the man that we all wish we were, and had the ability to fix electronical items just like he does. This is for Jeshed. He wrote me a lovely letter saying, "Dear Adi, please can you play my favourite song, Bob Noyce? I'm a big fan of his and yours, and it would be lovely if you could play it." $1 bill says I'm right. I'm worth more in the afterlife. So bring the car around the back. Don't forget my heart attack. 'Cause everything's gonna be alright. Amen signed on a broken line. Watch the future fall away. Pushed it into yesterday. We'll be dead in a box one day, 6 feet beneath the rain. So what's the point in all of us if everything will turn to dust? I'm standing on your shoulders now. Says I'm right. I'm worth more in the afterlife. Move along and don't look back. Always had a way with that. 'Cause we'll be dead in a box one day, 6 feet beneath the rain. So what's the point in all of us if everything will turn to dust? I'm standing on your shoulders now. I never know the way back down. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. We'll be dead in a box one day, 6 feet beneath the rain. So what's the point in all of us if everything will turn to dust? I'm standing on your shoulders now. I never know the way beer working, internet. Yep, those are all the things I want in life. Beer and working internet. And 100 messages and a Jimmy Savile reference. How's about that then? Says UK Simon, not me. Rolf is probably feeling a bit left out. Crafty is laughing at Cheers Shed. Really love this one. Lots of vocal gymnastics. Vocal gymnastics, it's actually a lot easier to play. Hello, Fieldamore. Blimey. It's a blast from the past. I hope you're well. It always feels a bit weird playing that one acoustically, because it's another one where it feels like it's better on an electric guitar because of all the, what I might call power chords at a push. And it's got slight distortion on it. But hey ho. If you request it, I'll play it. So long as it's one of mine and it's not Tubular Bells. I meant your high-pitched voice bit. That bit, the bit they go... that bit. I've forgotten the first... It could be so wonderful. Be so wonderful if you could just let go again and let the hate run you. You know it's all I do. I walked around in the sun again, a couple hours, but that's all I need. When I was just 16, I became the man you see. Walk back through the city lights and watch the girls on the corner fight. But now the evening's gone and nothing ever lasts that long. We made some money and we had some fun. But watch your harder when you're number one, 'cause if it all falls through, I'll never lie like you. So stick around for another bit. We won't talk for another year. But when the morning bleeds, I know we'll both concede. We'll walk back through the city lights and watch the girls on the corner fight. But now the evening's gone and nothing ever lasts that long. I know the money doesn't count. We made a choice to be here now. But now the evening's gone and nothing ever lasts that long. Walk back through the city lights, watch the girls on the corner fight. But now the evening's gone and nothing ever lasts that long. I know the money doesn't count. We made a choice to be here now. But now the evening's gone and nothing ever lasts that long. Thank you, Martin. One of his top 3 British IBM songs there. Glad you like it. That one was for me. I decided to put in an easy one there. After the vocal gymnastics of Bob Noyce, it's nice to just take it down a tone. This next one is another cover. I've got 2 covers in today's set. I wasn't sure about doing that Railroad Man one, and I thought, flip it, I thought to myself. I knew a teenage Jesus, he was a friend of mine. He gave me all the answers, he fed me bread and wine. Me and the other disciples, we understood his mind. He had so many questions, we had such little time. And I'll keep in my head all the words that he said, and I'll keep in my heart all the love, and I'll be by his side in just a while. I knew a teenage Jesus, he took me to the dream. He had the coolest sandals that I have ever seen. I said, I want to be like you. I said, I want to be a star. He took my hand in his and said, you already are. And I'll keep in my head all the words that he said, and I'll keep in my heart all the love, and I'll be by his side in just a while. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. And I'll keep in my head all the words that he said, and I'll keep in my heart all the love, and I'll be by his side in just a while. That was Teenage Jesus by Mark Morris from the Blue Tones. Funnily enough, the Eels lead singer, I was just thinking just then, his name is Mark as well. So I've done 2 covers this evening, both by people called Mark. Isn't that interesting? A little gem there for you. Yes, it would be good to catch up at some point, Phil Demore. Next time we're not in a pandemic lockdown. Teenage Jesus. Oops, I did it. I did it again at last. It is oops, I did it again at last. I don't know what you did. Something to your rabbit? Overfeed it on port scratchings? This next one is something that we can all enjoy. Just going to have a quick tune, if that's okay. Let me just do that. It's annoying, isn't it, doing that facial recognition thing with your phone? It doesn't always. Unlock. Oh, I've just had a do you know what? I've just had a donation. I don't know if you know this, but I've got a donation button at the, but I'm not saying that because I want you to do it, but I got a coffee. There's a thing where you can click a link to buy me a coffee, and I just got a little thing to say that Rishi's bought me a coffee. Thank you, Rishi. It's very kind of you. Where are we here? That's the one I want. The tuner. The tuner app. That's all right. That one's all right. I rarely tune during these things. I tune beforehand. That seems to be good enough for these casual sets. But this is a big song for all of us, and I want to make sure I do it just right.
I'm the loneliest man in the world right now. Maybe I'm not, maybe I'm just down. For the next 3 days I'll call this home, watching all the ground beneath us fall. Life with you never felt like this. Never been one for the simple things. Standing on the corner of God's front porch, watching all the ground beneath us fall. Loneliness and solitude seldom get too confused. Quit your job and walk away. Didn't like it that much anyway. Sell your house and start again. Burn your past and make new friends. You can check out anytime you want. It's already been a tad too long. Standing on the corner of God's front porch, watching all the ground beneath us fall. Loneliness and solitude seldom get too confused. But if I tried and if I missed, would you leave me alone like this? For all the things I've ever done, would you let my life go on? 'Cause I'm the loneliest man in the world right now. Maybe I'm not, maybe I'm just down.
That was God's Front Porch from the debut album. I remember Rishi just ping that thing, you get the thing that comes up that says someone's paid you on PayPal. There used to be, I don't know if it still exists, but Barclays had an app called Ping It. So you could basically just text someone money. And I think the lowest amount you can text someone was like £1. And Dave and I, from the band, the bass player, that we all know and love, used to have a joke about tipping people, but in a really rude way by just flicking at them. But that was like a thing that we'd talk about. Oh, imagine this, like basically punctuating things like. But I won't go into the tedium of it all. But it was just basically saying things like going flick. And when the app came out, the first thing I did was just basically send him a text that said flick, and it was with £1 attached to it. Anyway, thank you for those semicolons. Right, now this is the last song. I'll play this and then we will do some requests.
An alleyway between two bars, blood on my face. You're looking at me and I'm looking at you. Remember when we were both still friends? None of this would have happened then. But everything I learned from you. If we'd have kept it all together, maybe we'd still be friends. If we'd have finished what we started, we'd be the British IBM. And now we're both on the TV screen, a little world that I've just once seen. Never understood what's the heaven for. I know you then as I know you now. I watched it all come crashing down. I never understood what's the heaven for. If we'd have kept it all together, maybe we'd still be friends. If we'd have finished what we started, we'd be the British IBM. Both in the history books, a little world that we both once shook. Watch a little time as time goes by. I know you then as I know you now. I watched it all come crashing down. Never understood what's the heaven for. If we'd have kept it all together, maybe we'd still be friends. We'd have finished what we started, we'd be the British IBM. If we'd have kept it all together, maybe we'd still be friends. If we'd have finished what we started, we'd be the British IBM.
That was the British IBM by the British IBM from the album The British IBM. Thank you for those semicolons, Michael. Tell you another funny thing that was a period that was amusing to tell. I heard it on a podcast, the Nerdist podcast, where someone was saying a funny thing that he used to do was to find pictures online of dictators smiling and then text them to his friends and say, he doesn't seem so bad. So there was a period of time where I started doing that. It's quite amusing. There was actually some quite good pictures, like just Hitler just sitting on park benches, smiling, getting his photo taken in Paris. Some nice ones of Saddam Hussein as well. Anyway, let me go and get my bit of paper and a pen. And also, just to let you know, I will be in Habitat having a few beers after this. If anyone wants a few beers, come to Habitat. And if you go to the britishibm.com, you'll see that I've made on the front page a little article with a link to a map that I made of the Neo Habitat world, because it gets confusing when you're in there. So I made a map. Anyway, what do we want? Singing sites, they did, yeah. Rishi has got a GFP song. I think we actually had that discussion when you weren't in the chat once, Rishi. Someone else pointed it out. Someone purchased your back catalogue and realised there was a GFP song in there. Without a smile. So what, smile for, where's that mic? And what else have we got here? Animal for crafty. Oh, wait a minute. Tread carefully for Jez Shed. Tread carefully. Jez. Animal crafty. Animal crafty. How about Exile, as heard on the RA? Have they played it now, have they? I remember they asked if they could, someone maybe tweeted or discorded. But yeah, I can play Exile. Exile. Which episode did they play it in? Man of the Hour. You can have both. Exile. Man. Hour. For Martin. Sunrise for Dean. Sunrise. Dean. Johnville, Matthew Smith. Matthew Smith. For John. Bill. Where is Matthew Smith? I think we all know the answer to that by now. If anyone doesn't know the answer to that, you need to get to more retro expos. Hang around in more forums. Sunrise. Matthew Smith. With his mum. Ha ha. Without a smile, UK Simon. Already got that. I'll put your name next to it as well. Simon. All the time for Greg. All the time. Greg. And nothing ever lasts that long for Greg. And nothing ever lasts for Greg as well. There we go. I think that's it. You've got the choice. Imagine next time we can sit on an inflatable couch in our booth drinking beer, drinking Banks. That's what I'm looking forward to. I think we should all get someone in the chat should choose the basically the drink that we drink at the next thing, and then everyone drinks that drink, and then it's like we're all having a combined experience. So maybe we should all drink Rochester Ginger at the next gig. Who's up for that? Who's up for a cheeky Rochester Ginger? Is it alcoholic? Be my first question before I actually commit to that. Yep. Okay. I'm going to try and remember to get a Rochester Ginger for the next gig. If anyone wants to do the same, so we're having that'll be Greg's round, so to speak. And what would you like? Do you want Hey Hey 16K, Rishi, new Rishi, old Rishi, or It Only Works Because You're Here, or the brand spanking new Michael's Smoke and Mirror song? Cheers, Martin. Thanks for everyone for coming out, as per usual. I can't spell Rochester. I have trouble. Smoke came up first. So we're going to watch Michael's Smoke and Mirrors again. Then after that, I'm going to be hanging about in Habitat if anyone wants to come for a beer. And I'll see you all again next Friday at 8 o'clock. Thank you all for coming out once again. It's been lovely. Here's Michael.
Can't call anymore. When I do, they just close the door. Nobody answers their phone, leaving me here all alone. I just want to talk to someone, but any chance of that is long gone. They all used to be my friends. Will this loneliness ever end? What did I do that was so wrong? Sitting here singing my lonely song. Every time I raise my head, fills me with fear and dread. Sitting in my motel room, humming this lonely tune, just playing on Earthworm Jim until I can't show my face again. I tried to make things right in my own way, try as I might. I tried to save the industry, but they all just laughed at me, saying that I'd lost my mind, writing things that were so unkind. Now that the money's all gone, I just have to get my game on. What did I do that was so wrong? Sitting here singing my lonely song. Every time I raise my head, fills me with fear and dread. Sitting in my motel room, humming this lonely tune, just playing on Earthworm Jim until I can't show my face again. Now when the telephone rings, it's strangers trying to sell me a thing, playing my games from Maine with no one to talk to. It's not the same. I just gotta serve my time. The punishment doesn't fit the crime. Sometime it will be alright. A new day out of this dark night. What did I do that was so wrong? Sitting here singing my lonely song. Every time I raise my head, fills me with fear and dread. Sitting in my motel room, humming this lonely tune, just playing on Earthworm Jim until I can't show my face